What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. So, y'all, I know two people who recently got laid off from work, right? Then, about a week ago, I see a person also saying they got laid off from work. And then in the comments of the video, another person said they got laid off from work. Then, about also a week ago, y'all think I'm lying, I'm not. Also a week ago, I saw somebody expressing grief about potentially losing their job. They're government. They work in the government. They're talking about potentially losing their job. And then someone else say, my daughter is in that same position. She's probably going to lose her job due to budget cuts and so on and so on. Like, I say all this to say, the American dream is not a real thing. It's not a real thing. I don't know if I don't think it ever was for real. But it's more evident than ever now as far as like how this economy is and what's going on in this world. As I expressed to y'all before, I lost my job at the end. I got laid off from work. I got laid off from work at the end of June. At the end of June, I got laid off. Y'all, that was some of the hardest times ever for me because I had to make it seem like everything was okay to my kids, and I had to still try to maintain some normalcy for them, although my income had drastically changed. Seriously. And so I still had bills I had to cover. I still had things my children had to take care of. My son has autism. He got stuff like he got all type of things that he needs. You know what I mean? So he got certain foods he only gonna eat, right? Now, when I was getting unemployment, you can't apply for, like, when you get unemployment, you apply for food stamps. They're gonna deny you if you get unemployment a lot of times. They're gonna deny you. They don't care what your rent is or nothing. So now I'm out of a job. Then I can't get any really no assistance for real to go and help me get groceries, so on and so forth. They're like, yo, that unemployment is enough. When the unemployment check that I was getting was a little under half of what my paycheck was for real when I was working, right? And this ain't just about me. People in general, like, it's a lot of people out here just losing their jobs while the cost of living is steady rising. Cost of living is steady rising. And it's like, where's the balance? What's going on out here for real? I know people who've been working at jobs who still have their job, but they're not getting any cost of living raises in order to manage out here while everything is increasing. Landlords are increasing rent by the year. I just got a $250 increase on my rent the other day, right? And then I'm seeing other people again losing jobs, almost like basically on the verge of being laid off. And I know people, when I got laid off from work, y'all, it was a ton of us that got laid off. And it was so hard to even get a job interview. We had great resumes, made sure our resumes were intact, so on and so forth. It's hard to even get interviews. Hard to even get interviews, man. You can't even like you could be well qualified and they still not gonna sit you in front of them for an interview. So you thinking about all this. These are people with degrees in higher education. These are people with master's degrees. And it's like they struggling to find work. And I know some of y'all gonna say, well, what are their degrees in? And the thing is nowadays, only people that were STEM majors are like, not only them, but that's the main people that's getting paid, people who are STEM majors, right? And while they should be compensated handsomely for their work, because that's some hard stuff to be majoring in. That's some hard work. They shouldn't be the only ones that's able to get caked up in this world, that's able to get financially well off or financially okay at least. They shouldn't be the only people that's able to do that. And some of y'all gonna say, well, you got to major in the majors. Listen, the reality is when y'all tell people you should major in STEM, everybody not cut out for that. Everybody's strong suit is not math. My strong suit was not math. It wasn't. I was cool in it. I had to really hone in to get really good grades in math. I was naturally a strong writer, right? I was naturally gifted at reading comprehension. I was strong at that. I had strong typing skills since I was in the 3rd grade when I learned how to type without looking down, right? I was able to learn languages. I was in language programs, so on and so forth, right? Now, again, I didn't take it in college, so some of that has, I've forgotten some of it, you know what I mean? But like, I was strong in a lot of different areas, but math was not my strong suit. And even if you go into science, in certain sciences, you're going to have to do some math. Everybody's strong suit is not science and math. Everybody has different things that they're good at. And they shouldn't be penalized if they get a master's degree in something outside of something STEM related. One of my best friends, Derek Jones, he's brilliant. He has a PhD in mathematics, but that brother is brilliant in math. He's a genius in it. Everybody's genius is not in STEM. People have their genius could be in something else. But it's like, if your genius is not in STEM, oh, you don't deserve to get no money. You're not deserving to get certain job opportunities. And that's not how life is supposed to be. We're not all supposed to be out here just trying to get by, scraping, trying to just manage. You know what I mean? Like, this shouldn't be a thing. People got to work 2 jobs just to make ends meet. Because when you go to the grocery store, the cost of everything in the grocery store has increased. As I told y'all, I couldn't get no food stamps because I was getting unemployment. You know what I mean? So now I'm getting unemployment, which is a little less. It's a little under half. Like, it wasn't half. My unemployment was not even half of what my paycheck was. It was a little under the half. Right? But I'm still expected to survive off of that and not being able to, you don't apply for, you don't qualify for no assistance to get no food, even though goddamn eggs are high as hell. Eggs is out here higher than giraffe vagina. Come on, man. Let's be for real, man. Higher than goddamn, I don't know, Snoop. When Snoop be on these damn talk shows, higher than him. Shit, like, come on, man. So all this stuff is extremely expensive. You got cereal, $7 in the store. You know what I mean? Like, what is going on out here? Then landlords raising up rent every year, $250 increases. This is wild. And it's like, and if you got a job, they're not giving you no raise, cost of living raise. And then if you got laid, then you're getting laid off. And then if you're getting laid off, you could have several degrees. Like, I have a master's degree. My master's degree is in communication. Right? And still, to some people, that ain't good enough. That ain't good enough. So you tell me, what do I got to get a PhD? And then I got to get in debt more to do that. It's like, yo, we got to go into debt to get these degrees. Then when you get these degrees, that degree ain't guaranteeing you to even get an interview. Can't even sit in front of nobody. So now then, do I got to get another degree? And then you go into debt some more. It's like, yo, it's all of this. It's not set up for no American dream for real, for you to really have a nice house, picket fence, nice car, live great. Unless you're a select group of people. It's hard out here, man. It's hard out here. And again, I know so many people who have been devastated by getting laid off. The people that I got laid off with, we was all struggling trying to find some employment, struggling just to get an interview. And we are highly qualified individuals. For those who don't know, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, I'm not gonna get specific. I was a government contractor, right? I was a contractor. I was on a government contract, right? And so budget cuts happen. They say the contractors got to be the ones to go. So we got to get a certain level of clearance, got to have a certain level of education to be working in that. You know what I mean? We were doing analytical work. This is nothing. This was like analytical work that was extremely necessary. It makes this country go round. And we still was out here struggling just to become gainfully employed after being laid off. I'm working for this. I've been working for them since 2017. Right? I've been working for that company since 2017, working as a government contractor since 2017, right? I was 24 years old at the time. It was great for me, man. I was getting higher up on a totem pole, you know what I mean? Working in different departments, so on and so forth, gaining experience, all of that, getting kudos, getting praised. I mean, being a model worker. And then you're laid off. Then you back out here just trying to start back from one. And all of us, it was like, man, it was so many of us that got laid off. A ton of us, all us trying to just get to it again. So the American dream ain't real, man. We are highly educated people. A lot of us, not just people at my job, all of y'all, a lot of us. And it's hard out here. It's hard out here to even just survive financially. And that ain't right, y'all. This got to change.